The second important thing is that everyone sees Ukraine as part of the European Union. This is a really big change. Ukraine's membership in the European Union is a guarantee of security. This is about economic security and geopolitical security. I am grateful to everyone who perceives the situation in this way. Ukraine's membership in the European Union is also supported by America, which believes that our security for everyone on the continent should be a common European cause. We are also finally hearing signals from Russia that they are already accepting Ukraine's membership in the European Union. It is a pity that they perceive reality with such a delay. Even if Putin does not object, the positions of some countries, especially Hungary, on clusters in the negotiations look really strange. Yesterday, by the way, in a conversation with President Trump, we talked a lot about energy security and how to reduce Russian revenues. President Trump was unhappy that Europeans were buying Russian oil and gas. And this applies in particular to the policies of some European countries, including Slovakia, Hungary, and probably other countries. The Deputy Prime Minister is here. This suggests that the topic and he were recently in Hungary. And this shows that the teams have contacts in any case. Unfortunately, we note that it is Hungary that is blocking this process. But we also state that no one has stopped our steps towards them. We are doing this legally, and in fact we are doing everything that the European Union and the European Commission recommend. We all did. Therefore, I do not see, let's say, that there is a basis for any accusations from a Hungarian side against us. But nevertheless, we are ready for a dialogue. We talked about this today with the President. We are ready to meet with Orban, to talk about what else they are dissatisfied with and what else we can do to help them be satisfied. President Trump heard the signal from our side about the blockade. America supports Ukraine in the European Union. I think he does, but he doesn't understand why Hungary is blocking. Because. And there are no reasons for blocking. Although I think he understands other political reasons. And so America and President Trump told me that they will work to unblock this process.
Dear President, dear Volodymyr, thanks again to invited me and to welcome me again for the third time this year in the Ukraine and this very special and beautiful region of Transcarpathia in the border of the European Union. That means that proves that we are so close that in the future this region will be not anymore in the border of the European Union, but this is a part of the European Union, because Ukraine will be a full membership of the European Union. So please, we are here to participate in the Congress of the region authorities, and so please let me start by paying tribute to Ukrainian local communities. First of all, it's important to recall that we approved by unanimity, with the vote of Hungary in June 2022, to accept Ukraine as a candidate country and to open this accession process. Then we have already, by unanimity, opened this accession process. Yeah. Now this is a merit-based process, and the European Commission was very clear last July in their assessment. Ukraine fulfilled all the criteria to open formally the cluster 1 of the accession process. Then what we need to do and what we approve in the European Council is that we need to move forward. I understand the point of Hungary when they said, look, we don't agree that Ukraine enter in the European Union during the war process. But that means two things. First, we need to accelerate peace and stop this war. The European Commission continues to work on this, and we cannot lose this path and continue to deliver on reforms, because in any case we need to do this. Then we don't need to wait for Hungary, you don't need to wait for nobody to continue our work, because the future of Ukraine in the European Union is no doubt.
25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.